Welcome to Different Level Shroom Street. Make sure you hit that like button, notification button, and also subscribe to the channel.
Up.
When you put it like this, bruh, I am an alpha, a leader. That's why my name DLG stands for Destined for Greatness. You got that part? And more than me asking me towards me not being a stalker.
It
Actually,
stands
when
for
I ask
dumb
you me the
fucking
female, I
guppy.
tell
That's
her
what
and
it
I
stands
let
for.
well no beast. Let me
Why
speak.
you keep
Let me speak.
bothering
I let
Ebony?
you speak. So don't put it like
You know
this.
what?
For order me
I
to
don't
talk
give
to a
you don't have
female,
the
bro, I
right to
like to give
fucking
Nigga,
ladies
you
first.
ain't gonna be
Ebony,
telling
here,
nobody
fucking
that you
back
got the
channel
right to
me.
speak when you on some weirdo shit, nigga.
Man,
You don't got
I
no right to
am on some
speak,
Get
weird
him.
nigga.
shit. I'm so
Get
weird.
him.
The fuck is you talking about,
But
nigga?
hold on,
You
y'all.
can't. You
Hold
don't
on,
have
y'all.
right
What
to
Before
up? What
speak
niggas
when
up?
you
chop
on
it
some
What
up.
up?
weirdo shit,
Hold
What
nigga.
on, y'all.
up? What
Before
up?
niggas chop
Bitch
them up,
ass
let us
nigga.
hear
Yeah,
what
yeah,
y'all
nigga,
can
this
say.
Blue Da
Let
Vinci,
us hear.
homie, nigga. Let's work this shit up.
Hold on, y'all. Before
What the
niggas chop
fuck?
them up.
Bruh,
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
it,
Lamar, they don't want to hear
bruh.
that now. They don't want to hear that now.
Fucking
Yeah, this
weirdo.
Yo,
Blue
did
Da
he just
Vinci,
yell
homie,
blue?
Hold
nigga.
on.
Did
So
he?
did you
Yeah,
just claim
yeah.
another?
Did he?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
bruh.
hey,
Did he
This
just
no,
nigga
this
claim
about to
your
blue?
dig
brother.
a hole for himself,
Nah,
my
dog.
nigga.
Yo, did he just
Nigga,
claim blue
Yeah,
Da
shut
two six
up.
Vinci?
three switch the game, nigga. BMF shit, nigga. Let's
Nigga,
Get
shut the
the
fuck
fuck
up, nigga.
out
Get
of
That's
out
not
here.
somewhere.
real, dude. That's not
yeah.
real.
Free my nigga
Get
Zippo,
the
nigga.
fuck
Okay,
out
This
so
of
my
now
here.
you're
nigga.
really fucking
Yeah,
weird.
Rocky,
Not only
nigga.
are you stalking motherfuckers and shit,
Time to
you
go.
on here
Bro.
fucking chewing on another nigga's dick. Like
Yeah, bro. Why you
that shit is really
stalking nigga?
fucking weird,
Man,
my
that's my
dude. You need to get
brother,
it the
bro.
fuck
Free my
together. Free your
Hey,
bro.
Beast, I
yeah,
think we
free
need
my
to
nigga
run
Big
paperwork
Meech.
on
Free
this
Free
my
your
nigga.
bro, nigga.
Yeah, get his real name for me. We're gonna run this shit.
Yeah,
Cause
cause
you're
this
weird.
nigga,
You're
this
weird.
I'm
nigga,
He
fine
gonna
with this
He
run my
shit.
definitely got
shit.
this
priors.
nigga
He
took it
gonna
from
run
my
my
back
shit.
channels to
Hey, he
fucking
gonna
real
run
life. I
my
don't like
He
shit.
that
definitely
shit.
got priors. With a face like
Hey,
that, he
nah,
does some weird
but
Man,
shit.
with a
Ebony,
face
hey,
like
Ebony,
that,
that's
hey,
real talk
Beast,
though,
you ain't
bruh.
even married, my nigga.
You might
With
not,
a face
he
like
might
he
try to
got,
look up
he
your
does some
address.
weird
You gotta
shit.
watch
Yeah,
this
yeah,
nigga,
all
bruh.
types of
Say,
shit.
this
Yeah, he
nigga
All
gotta
on some
types
take
of
that.
shit.
shit.
He
Good
He
gonna
thing my
gotta
shit
take
ain't
that
attached to
marry.
my
PTR
name
off
and shit
too.
like
On
that,
some
nigga. The
real
way I
talk,
move,
email.
nigga. But
You gotta take.
still,
Hey, you on some weird shit, my nigga?
no,
No, you on
who?
some
You
weird
on
shit, my
some
nigga.
Beast,
Stop
weird
that nigga
speaking
on
shit.
to the
some
sis,
weird
nigga.
shit,
Oh,
You
You
nigga.
need to
sound like a
take that
bitch. Stop
badge
speaking
off
to the
too,
Hey,
sis,
hey,
nigga.
what
nigga.
what you talk
You
about,
don't
my
belong
brother?
on this side, you bitch
Hey,
ass
hey,
Check
nigga.
the
my
email,
nigga, this is
nigga.
BMS side.
Man, shut the
The
fuck
being
up,
man,
nigga.
you
You
don't
not
Yeah,
on
shut
your
your
yeah,
shit,
ass
yeah,
up,
nigga.
but it's
yeah.
100
Shut your
side,
ass
nigga.
up,
You
nigga.
tripping?
The 100
Hey,
side,
hey,
Bitch
nigga.
shout
ass
out to my
nigga.
little
Did you hear
motherfucking
him?
brother
Mark
DJ
ass
Young Mackie,
nigga.
nigga.
Fuck your little
Yeah,
brother,
yeah, my
nigga.
little
Fuck
bro,
your
nigga.
mama, nigga. What
Yeah,
now,
long live
nigga?
my
Fuck
motherfucking
your
brother
little brother and
Nooski,
fuck
nigga.
your mama, nigga.
He said he
Fuck
doesn't
your
like
Yeah,
ugly
yeah.
ass,
himself.
nigga.
But these
Who the
Fuck
people
fuck
your
don't
you
know
ugly
saying he
ass,
look?
you,
nigga.
He
bruh. These
sound
Nigga,
people
like?
y'all
don't
sound
know
like some
you,
fucking
bruh.
clown.
Nigga, they do know me 305.
Bruh, these people don't know you,
DJ
Hold
Young
bruh.
on, we
Mackie,
gotta
that's
get
my
Young
brother,
Mackie on
nigga.
here.
You
Yo,
Hold
know
up.
me,
Beast, ain't
nigga.
Blue Da
Blue Da
Vinci on the
Vinci
Henny
know me
stage
too.
right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
over
over
here in the
there.
Yeah,
morning show.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was in
So
the
we should
room
just
when
bring
Blue
him
was
in
there
here to
also.
see
Hey,
if he
Blue
really
DG,
was
knows the
over there
nigga.
being
DDFG,
yo,
shut the
biased,
this
nigga.
fuck
nigga
up,
is
my
real
nigga.
life, a real life fucking stalker,
You
dude. We
Man,
don't
I am
condone
not
that
no
type of shit on
stalker.
the 100 side.
you
I got a
are a
lot of
stalker, nigga.
females
If
on
you
some
put
real type shit.
Somebody
out
email though,
let me
Somebody
bruh.
ping Blue in here.
Yeah,
Let's
you
get
somebody
Blue in
back
tripping.
here.
I'll
channel him.
be married in 3 years.
Then you
I don't
email
even
him.
be
You a
on this
weird
goddamn
ass nigga.
clubhouse app.
I don't think Blue would condone that sucker shit.
Hey,
Don't
Nah,
ever bring
bruh.
his
nobody
name up again. He's gonna be
condone
like,
sucking
don't ever
shit.
do it again.
You look like the type of nigga be on roadblocks, bro. We gotta watch you, bro. You be playing
Yeah, he be
games with
playing
little
that. He the
kids,
one that
bro.
wants to
We
take you in
gotta
the
That
back
watch you,
room
nigga
and
need
bro.
to take that
roadblocks.
Shroom Street PTR off, nigga.
He's
That's
the
a
one that's trying
fact.
to take you in the back room and roadblocks, do some weird shit. Talking about going to my
Niggas is
virtual reality
weird.
hiding spot.
All right, man. Enough about this nigga, man. We got some content, man. Go ahead, Lamar, man. I just had to put that out there, man. Like, hold on, bro. How you gonna come in here talk about gang? Not gang in here. Now you feel me? Like, bro,
You
shoot your
know we
shot,
got
but
you, Ebony,
Yeah,
nigga.
good
You know
looking,
we
y'all.
got
yeah,
Good
you.
yeah,
looking
yeah, yeah,
305.
yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate
man.
it.
But buddy
Yo,
weird, man. I find that weird,
yo.
man.
Yo.
All right, let's go ahead and sage the room real quick.
We want to flame this bitch up. What's
I don't
going
like
on?
y'all saying sage the room as soon as I come up in here. What happened?
Yeah,
But
nah,
let
we
let
good.
Rock and roll,
no,
I
man.
they,
think think they scared of Danny.
Oh shit.
She probably got the
Hi,
same
Danny.
message.
We should have let Danny put a spell on his ass.
Oh, facts.
Hey
She doesn't
y'all.
do that kind of stuff.
What's good, Rue?
What's poppin'? What's
What's up,
poppin'?
bro?
Hey now.
That much, man. We about to go ahead and get into this content real quick. Had to get some business straight real clear.
Hey,
Uh,
I know
Hey,
they've
hold
been
on.
literally
Yeah, you got to mute
everything,
up
bro.
now, bro. We going on to the content, bro. It ain't about you no more, nigga. We
Niggas
done with
missed
you.
everything.
305 is my nigga.
Go ahead, Lamar. You got it, bro.
oh shit! I'm trying to stop laughing, bro. God damn. All right, man. So we here today, man. Talk about the topic as you see in the title: blacks versus social media. So pretty much, we want to wake up the topic about how black people set trends on social media, or how minorities set trends on social media. But when it comes time for things to like actually go our way and invoke change, it's like slow. You know what I'm saying? Progress. But whenever we set a trend, a dance trend, or anything like that, it picks up like wildfire. So pretty much we want to focus on the why hasn't it been addressed from the blacks and minority side on try to get those two to intertwine.
Question: Are you saying that in real life, black people aren't making change compared to how we make change on social media? I just want to make sure I'm understanding before I say what I'm going to say.
Well, I mean, we could go that route if that's the route you want to address. We could definitely go that.
I feel like black people make change on shit they feel like making change on. And it's that simple. I think we don't see progress in certain areas because we genuinely don't want the change in those areas. Just my opinion.
Okay, so how would you address the effort from the minorities or African Americans in that aspect?
The effort. I think we put effort into what we want to put effort into, and anything that we don't see the result of is because we didn't put the effort into it and because we genuinely didn't care about it the way we said we did.
Hmm. No, that's definitely a good point. Now, I personally, I agree with you. I ain't even gonna lie.
Smaller than we would like to admit. Just in my opinion. We say we're gonna like do a boycott, or we say we're gonna stop doing this, and that. And we done forgot about the shit by the time nighttime came.
Real shit.
Hey, nah, that's real talk though.
Nigga, I got a Gucci hat on right now. Bullshit.
And that's what I was thinking too. Like we have to stop talking about shit instead of, you know what I mean? Before you have to do it instead of just talking about it. Like we could sit here and talk about shit all day. If you don't react to it, it's just gonna be water under the bridge after a while. Like she said, you're gonna when you go home at nighttime, you're gonna forget about it. So it's like you gotta be proactive, man.
It's a fact. Stop caring so much about these brands, giving these brands so much money. It's crazy. Save your money, invest your money.
But that's real talk though, cause like, do you see? And not to put the the whole racial card out there, but like, do you see white people buying Gucci and all this other bullshit? Like, I
Sure
feel like,
do.
but I mean, like,
But not excessively like how we like how we do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even that. Do we see white people buy it? It's
No,
can
they
they
they,
do we see people that can afford it buy it? You know what
they
I'm
actually
saying?
don't. All right, I'm gonna give you an
Spending a
example,
whole
right?
paycheck on one item.
I'm
Right.
gonna give you an example, right? Like I deal with a lot of white people when it comes to business, right? And when I went to look at this job in 2021, I'm sitting there talking to the foreman, which is, or let's just say the general contractor, which is a black person, right? And this white dude is just walking around the parking lot. He looks creepy. He has a little fucking kid backpack on, literally like a little kid's backpack. You know what I mean? A weird hat, and he's just walking around in circles on the phone. So I asked the dude who that was, and guess who he told? What he told me? He said that's the owner of this whole thing. This dude is like damn near a billionaire, but he doesn't even. When you see him, you won't even think so. He doesn't drive. He doesn't do none of that. All he does is jog, walk around, and just have fun.
got that
So
low profile.
Yep.
yeah,
And
to
there's
answer your
plenty of
question,
those guys.
like a lot of us, we do buy that Gucci and that Louis and all that, but we have our priority all fucked up. You know what I mean? Meaning like you living in the projects and you got a fucking Bentley and you got a closet full of Gucci and all that shit. Like,
Eric
come
got
on,
the
my
better
nigga, like, you can't
shit.
do that.
Yeah, that don't make
You
sense.
know what I
Project
mean?
Bentley is
I got a
wow.
question.
That's a super exaggeration.
So you wouldn't
Projects from
say
Bentley.
that's a personal thing versus a money thing? Like, I
No,
feel
it's
like no matter how much money you have, like I feel like people who are able to do that are naturally secure in themselves,
I
so they don't
always
have
looked
nothing
at
to
it.
prove to nobody. I
Not
feel
really.
like
Exactly.
I feel like people who get money who always felt like they had to prove something to somebody are the ones who you see spending. I know plenty of millionaires and billionaires who spend the shit out of some money, and normally those are the ones who don't have the security, the same way as the people you've named.
Hey, so
That's very
do
true.
y'all
Because
think?
we can hold on, wait, real quick, just before you go, because we can say that black people do that type of shit, but we can't necessarily say that because we just read an article the other day that Ocho Cinco don't spend his money on that type of shit.
Yeah,
But
that's
see,
my
when
question.
I'm
That's
talking
my
in general,
question.
like
Yeah,
people in the
when
hood,
we move the
period, not
subject
just
off
black
race,
people. You know what I
when
mean?
we move the subject off race and move it
Who's that? Somebody
Somebody
talking?
got a little mic.
Yeah, what I was saying, like I'm talking about as far as the hood, period. You know what I mean? As far when it comes to the hood, like our people, whether you're black, Puerto Rican, it don't matter. It's all a lot of people like they live with like it's all about a facade. You gotta look better than the next person, and you gotta show that you got this, that, and the
Exactly.
third. You
It's a
understand what I'm saying? It's a
culture thing.
competition.
Yeah.
When you got the white person that's living in a fucking big ass mansion and don't give a fuck what the next person is doing. Because
Exactly.
he's
It's a
I
culture
know
concentrating
a lot of
on
people
what he
like
got
that though,
going on.
Jo. Hey,
Say that again?
Jo, no, I was gonna say you got to be specific though, because you know these discussions go left when you do the general thing. I know
That's why I
plenty of
said
people
I
who
didn't.
live modestly.
I grew up
It's
in the
about
hood,
your
my nigga.
circle.
I grew up in the
So
gutter
did
gutter.
I,
You
bro. I'm
understand what I'm
from
saying?
South Philly. They ain't
So
got nothing to do
yeah,
with it.
so I'm talking about as far as people from the hood, the what I saw. I'm not generalizing nothing, my nigga. I'm talking about what I saw, my experience. How am I
You
generalizing
saying the
anything,
hood, but
Dad?
they well off now, right?
Say that again? No, I'm not saying that they well off. I'm talking about that niggas, it's all about a facade in the hood, nigga. When you got a white person that, or just another person that don't give a fuck about that facade, they just living and don't care about
But
what the
my
next person is
all
doing.
right, but Jo, you know poor white people do that too,
Say that again? Do what?
man. Show out above their means just to make up for the poverty.
I'm not in
Even if
those,
we
but Dale, I'm not in. I'm only speaking from my experience, my nigga. I said that already.
Yeah, he said in
no,
I
general.
but
can't
that's
speak. Yeah, I can't speak on something that I don't know about. I'm only
no.
speaking
I hear
on
you,
what
family.
I know.
I hear you, family.
You
What
know what I
I'm trying
mean?
to say to you is, all I'm saying is nothing you said was wrong. I'm just saying we're not exclusive with that, so it's not like it's because we black.
But
That's a scarcity mindset, is what I'm saying.
you see
And
how you trying to spin it? I'm not saying
I
black.
don't
I
spend shit,
said
dog. If you
everybody in
know
the
me, I
hood,
don't
homie.
spend nothing.
Yeah, but
But
hold on. I said everybody in the hood. I didn't say black. Everybody in this room heard what I said. You know what I mean? Whether you're Puerto Rican, white, Chinese, it don't matter. It's about a facade in these
so
fucking
hold on.
streets
But
in the hood,
earlier
my
you
nigga.
said black people do this. You didn't
I
say
did not
white
say.
people was included, bro.
Hey,
Yes,
anybody?
you did.
No,
Did
he
I did I
didn't.
say
He
black
didn't.
people?
No, he didn't
Yes,
say
you said
black.
Thank you.
we.
He
You
didn't.
said black. You did.
Hey,
You
we
Wait,
didn't
got a
include
Jo,
white
you
people.
wait,
Nah,
Jo, you did
he
say
did not
we
say
because
black.
No,
that's
you
why I
didn't
said
say
the Ocho
black.
Cinco thing,
You
but you
said
might have
black,
said it
bro.
not realizing you said
Yeah,
it.
but
But
when
I
I say we,
understand
I'm
better
not. I'm
now.
talking.
J.O., I'm
Yo,
cool.
Dale, hold on, my
I'm
nigga.
cool
Like you
now.
talking too loud. Yeah, but I'm not. When I say we, I'm not talking about just black people. I'm talking about everybody in the hood, man. I don't see color. I don't give a fuck if you
Hey, but
black,
listen,
Puerto
I'm
Rican.
cool
It don't
now.
matter.
I understand now, but you did point us out, and I was just saying it ain't just us. That's all I was saying. It's a scarcity poverty mindset.
When I say
That,
we, it's the community. The
He said
community is
we is
mixed
in
up, nigga.
general.
Yeah, we. It's a fucking
we get it.
melting
We
pot, my
good,
nigga.
Cause I'm
All of
gonna
us.
say what
bro. We
J.O.'s
good.
saying.
Hey,
Like, yeah.
to be completely honest with you, it's like based off the demographic of the conversation. Because you could really put 50 suburban kids in here, and they could tell you that everybody I know, black suburban kids, got great credit. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
That's what I
So
was.
it's basically,
Yeah. Anyway,
That's
go
why
ahead,
he's
though.
talking
But we're
about
talking
from the
about
hood.
the people. I was talking about the hood. I'm not talking about the people in the suburbs.
Weakening up
Growing up, I
Dell.
didn't
Oh,
know
and Dell,
anything
let me
about the
say this.
suburbs, nigga,
I think
until I started getting older, and I had
Hey,
to fucking wake up. But other than that, I'm talking about the shit that I went through.
I got you, Jo. But you remember the conversation started off about rich people. So that's why when you was making the example of the CEO dude, I thought you was talking about people with money at first. Then I realized you was talking about the hood. So it kind of switched up. That's all, man.
Nah, I didn't switch up. Everybody understood what I said except you, Dell.
Bruh, look. Come in with that bullshit. You just pointed out a rich dude on a skateboard that don't spend money. So you
Let's just
comparing
move
him to
on.
a
Let's
hood
move
dude?
on, y'all. Lamari, next topic,
You
man.
compare? Come
All
on, bro.
right,
You
hold
ain't
on.
running this.
Let me jump in. Let me jump
Wow.
in. Let me jump in. Hold on. Let me jump in real quick. All right, so we could get more of a targeted audience about what we're talking about. I'll give a real life example that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. So I have one of my frat brothers, right? He had a Charger. This is like when they had just came out. I think it was like the fourth iteration when they just came out. Instead of actually using the money he had as a down payment towards a house, he went and rented 26-inch rims. That was 10,000 a rim. So that's $40,000 that he put into renting rims instead of down payment on a house. And that made me so fucking livid because he was trying to follow a perception
Yeah,
that you had to
you know me.
show.
I
Great
just.
example.
Oh,
That's
can I get
that's
in this
that's the
real
same
quick?
thing like when everybody got that damn PPP
Yeah.
money and fuck that shit up. How about that?
Exactly.
That's all
Well,
I'm saying.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I could see like where y'all are coming from, especially like far as long term issues. But I also do say this. I tell people there's no wronger way to live life because I'm not in those people's shoes. For example, some people they know they got sentences coming up, they're not going to ever get out of jail. Or some people know that they're about to come into some trust fund money. They know that they have these grandparents that are about to pass away, so they kind of just want to do something for them and maybe spend a lot of money on them before they go. Or just even people that aren't about to give them nothing, they just kind of want to do something big for their moms or dads because they might be dying of cancer and only have a year to live. So I think that there are loopholes to things, especially the people that are also dying or people that have issues with their bodies and stuff. I think there's different ways and different loopholes of living. But because I don't walk in certain people's shoes, I think there is a thing where people do have to be financially prepared and people do waste their money because this is a showing world. There's no lie about that.
Yes, you
But
guys
I
are right.
also think I also think there is no wrong or right way to live life, right? Because 100 years from now, there's not one bubble on this stage that is gonna be on this earth anymore. So we're all gonna be gone. So I just think as long as you're not killing, hurting people, we can only tell you but so many times to save your money up. Now, when you keep begging people for money and shit, that's when the shit gets irritating. But if you want to keep doing shit the way you want to do, if that's what makes you happy in the time you got on this earth, then cool. We already done told you. I definitely do think there is a financial issue in the black community because we do like to show off and stuff. But then again, I do also give people a grain of salt because I'm not walking in their shoes. And I land my plane.
I
But
feel
hold
you,
on,
but
Indigo. When you
That's
say
real. That's
that,
real.
because what they were arguing about earlier is one person feels that that's not a black issue, that's a poverty issue of the showing out. I kind of agree. I know, Jo, you said you weren't making that point, but I kind of, if you were making it, I agree with you, and I agree with what Indigo said, which is I do see us as black folks, we do spend more money than we should. I watched a numerous amount of people get those PPP loans and blow that shit. I knew they was gonna blow that shit before they even got the loans. I don't. I of the one, two, no, two Caucasians I know, they flipped that shit. One of them even paid his back. I don't see us operating like that. Now I got another couple, but the majority of people that I know that's black that got them PPP loans, they blew it. Before this, even when I was younger, we always had something flossy to attach to our vehicles, to our bodies. Whereas I knew white kids that lived in the neighborhood, it wasn't as many of them, but I didn't see them with the new Jordans. I didn't see them with they might just be clean, but they was going to J.C. Penney's, Jimco, Zodi's, you know what I'm saying? Whereas we was rocking the newest shit. So I think it is something within us as a people that we are comfortable flossing, spending more money than we should for things that are seen.
Just
Yeah.
pause.
I
That's
think
just
that
what
is
I was
something.
gonna
Well,
since he
say.
I do.
did.
I
The
do.
black
Yeah.
dollar and the
No,
There
but
you
white
no,
go,
but
dollar
he
is
is
Canary.
right
different.
Hold on,
though.
hold on. One mic, one
I
mic,
think
one
it
mic,
was
one mic,
Indigo then
one mic.
himself. I think it was
All right, go
Indigo
ahead.
then
In
myself.
that order. In that order. Go ahead.
Y'all next
Go ahead.
again? Oh, okay. Well, I do have one more point to hit though. That I think that is super important as well. I think me and Nadi touched on this a while back in a room, and she was kind of like, I could see that. I do also realize that a lot of people, even though there is a financial illiteracy, I do think as well. I never really see a rich person watching another person's pockets. A lot of people that do down the chains and the Gucci's and stuff, right? Cool little babies blowing whatever 8 million on jewelry, whatever, right? But it's a lot of people who have not ever had money that want to become these financial consultants. And just like we even say in our Cash App rooms and regular rooms, if you haven't made a certain amount of money, how am I learning from you and you've never done it? How are you teaching me how to save a life and you've never saved a life, right? I'm gonna land my plane, but I'm just saying, this is not for me. This is like just me watching. I would say people criticize maybe the little baby. Okay, yeah, he is blowing it, but I mean, even if he stopped now, he can still make enough money to where he'll be okay, right? And yes, we do have an issue in the community, but we also, I would say, we're also the only community as well that will sit up and go through people's pictures and stuff and judge them for what they're doing and not even have it together ourselves. You usually don't see rich on rich crime. You don't see a rich person telling another, person. Do you ever see that? If you do,
No,
then
not
you got to
at
tell me.
all.
Yeah, usually it's somebody that's a middle class or lower, discussing the issues of people spending their own money. And I think if we take the same
That's
amount of
wrong. What
time,
about
I think if we take the same
Wrong.
amount of time of looking at other people's pockets and what they're spending, and we focus that time on how can we actually make that money, not to maybe spend it like them, but to even have that amount of money to spend, because at the end of the day, you're not going to ever touch $8 million in a year, right? So you can't really put yourself in that person's shoes because you haven't touched that yet. If you maybe focus on yourself making that 8 million in a year, then you can now try to go through the issues of people's spending habits. But until you actually get there, I think that it's all in the wind, and I land my plane.
And I think the ailment that
Good job, lady. Good job.
Thor was speaking on, that's called symbolism, and that's been something that's been a problem of the black community since slavery. So you know since we've been beaten down so much, the only way we feel like we could get value to ourselves is putting the shit on us. So that's why you see